Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the finale of the PlayStation Pacific Series Tier 2 Championship, coming to you live from Brazil. That man on screen, leading the championship currently by a mere 12 points over Entei in the Alpine right there. Two of them yet to set a competitive lap time in the session so far, but we've still got 14.5 minutes remaining. Kavudi currently holds the provisional top spot. Looks like he took a slipstream earlier down the start-finish straight. It's not entirely straight, but got him to the top of the standings now, just a 10th ahead of the Beast. So Roscoe's fired in a time. That's put him up on the third row of the grid. Bags Liddell joining us in the comments, and we hope you do too. Feel free to jump in there, give us your thoughts, predictions, anything you like. And yes, Bags Liddell, can't believe it's the final round already. Yes, it has gone rather quickly. And here we are. The finale awaits. So Entei joins his championship rival on the third row, provisionally of course at the moment. Is he going to try and fire in another lap? Hard to tell with these boys sometimes, not like the real deal where they take it nice and easy coming back to the pits. These blokes just fire it around the track at any chance they get. So Kavudi's still on top. We'll see what the split time is for Entei. No, not a quick lap at all. As his rival jumped back into the pits, we'll go down to Banana Cake Pie there in 11th. He's a second off the pace currently. Let's see what kind of a lap time he can fire in here. See what I can do with that Williams as his teammate Perezzo jumps up to 9th, 6/10 off the pace. It's pretty tight in the mid-pack there. Only a second from first to 13th. How did Banana Cake Pie go? Finishing the heads to the start finish line. Can't improve at the moment. Now is Kavudi out there going again? Well, that lap's invalidated, but looks like he's going to try again. Whips it through turns 1 and 2. And fires the car. And that lap will be invalidated on the exit of Magulo as well, so there'll be no improvements. Kickbutt Kiwi's gone to within less than a 10th and holds a provisional front row spot for the time being. Next up, 10 Sandals. Can he find a 10th and a bit? Get himself up there on the front row at least. Only needs to find a couple of hundredths to go ahead of the Beast. I didn't see that split time there, so not sure if he's on a competitive lap or not. DRS open into the pits. to ride with the Grim Reaper. He's making his way around Ferradura. You can see the grip, the extra downforce the cars use on this circuit. Especially when riding on board with them, they just rotate so fast through the corners. And this time looks fairly quick from the Grim Reaper. Where can he put his Ferrari? That was a purple second sector as well. DRS open, he flies towards the start-finish line, keeps it tucked over to the left, goes to the top by half a tenth. 107.332 for the Grim Reaper. Now, the two main men, Entei and Roscoe, are back out there. That one's no good from Roscoe. Oh, they've just fired in their laps. Apologies, I'm a bit slow on the uptake there. Look at the gaps. 700 separating first to fourth. There's nothing in it. Entei will be pretty desperate to start ahead of Roscoe. Needs to make up that 12-point deficit. So just over 8 minutes left in the session. Roscoe doesn't go again. That does Entei. He won't. So everyone's in the pits, bar for this man. Banana Cake Pie pretty much has the track to himself. There's a Ferrari out there that's joined him now in Black Moon. Banana Cake Pie still struggling a bit with the use of his hands, or lack of. Putting in a good effort regardless. What can he do with this lap? It's a shortish, yeah, it's a short lap around Brazil, so only a second now separating first to 16th. We'll have 18 runners for today's edition. Who's it gonna be? So out of Magulo through Juncao onto the start finish stretch. I'm gonna call it a stretch because it's not straight. Just fails to improve on his own time by a tenth. Now check in on Black Moon's lap. Can he find the necessary time to move his way up from 14? It's a no, going into the pits. Tent Sandals making his way around. Less than 2/10 off the provisional pole time. What does the Alfa Romeo driver have up his sleeve? Nothing at the moment, unfortunately. Just over 5 minutes remain now. Here goes Banana Josh in the Red Bull. interesting line out of just keeping it tucked over. Didn't use any more of the track than he needed to out of turn 3. He might be about to encounter some traffic in the form of, it's not the Beast, it's his teammate Rodham on an outlap. Jumped out of the way now. Let's Banana Josh go through, as does one of the Alpines there. I didn't see who that was. Down through Nagulo, up through Junkao, onto that start-finish stretch. Do you know, we got F1 Ferrari Pro in the comments, do you know how squad champs in Race Specs works? I do not. I assume you're not referring to the Constructors Championship for this this competition. But if there's a separate squad championships, no, I'm not familiar with that one. Outside my pay bracket, sorry mate. As we look at the Chronic Saint, making his way through turn 4. Sessions, I'm seeing some checkered flags come up next to some names. I don't think the time's up for this session yet. This happened a couple of nights ago, calling the race. I'd had them all done and packed up and gone home, and there they were still out on track. So I'm just going to ignore those checker flags for now, because there's still time on the clock, unless the clock's wrong. I'm not sure. Chronic's gotten out of his lap. So as far as I can see, Artie Cheng's looks like he's still on a lap. Now, crucially, Entei still sitting up there in 3rd. Roscoe, VSR, Roscoe Arm, demoted to 6th. I mean, if it was to go on those live standings as it were now, it still wouldn't be enough for Entei. He'd finish 5 points behind, if my math are correct. And quite often they're not, so you notice that I vomit any statistical or mathematical inaccuracies throughout the race, please pull me up on it. Oh, now I don't know who to follow on a lap here. All those checker flags up the side there, they don't help one iota. So the session is finished. The clock was wrong. We had some connection issues at the start of the session, so I'd say they played a part, as the connection's not good. I hope we get through the whole race without suffering any disconnections. There's the standings on your screen. So the important positions to take note of: second in the championship, Entei; third on the grid, and his main rival and championship leader, VSR Roscoe Arm, will start from the 3rd row and 6th position. Look at that. Just 1/10 would have got him up on the front row. But not to be. Game on for the finale. We'll be back right after this break. Don't go anywhere. The field make their way to the grid for the finale of the PlayStation Pacific Series, and the Tier 2 Championship is about to draw to an end. Entei trails VSR Roscoe by 12 points. The red lights come on. It's all been said as far as the championship is concerned up until now. And here we go to decide who will take out the championship. What a blistering start from Entei. He's looking at the lead. Keeps his nose clean going through there. He'll trail the AlphaTauri of the Beast down into turn 4, looking for a way through, looking for the lead of the race. He needs as many points as he can get, and he's off to the right start. Goes through, up the inside. They're still side by side through turn 4 as they make their way up to Ferradura. The Alpine takes the lead. Great start from Entei. Exactly what he needed. There's Roscoe down in 5th. Fighting with the traffic. He'll be very cautious. Won't want to get into any trouble. Won't want to lose any bits of bodywork. There's cars off in the background. I can see a 10 Sandals running through the grass. Doing a bit of whippersnippering for the Brazilian locals. Gets it back on track. We'll see if he's got any damage. All looks good at the moment. Bar for that Ferrari threatening him on the outside through Juncao. Holds the spot, leaves plenty of room. That's going to give the Ferrari a good run down the start, finish straight. So Entei has kicked away out front. We'll go away from that just now because we don't want to take our eyes off these championship front runners for too long. Plenty of action and drama to come. 36 laps set out for us today for the Brazilian Grand Prix as we watch Caboody trail the Beast. Looking to demote the AlphaTauri driver even further. Just got to keep one eye behind. Grim Reaper's there, threatening. Roscoe playing it cautious in the background. Keeping a bit of distance. Doesn't want to get caught up in anything. Entei needs to finish on more points than Roscoe. A tie is no good for him. Roscoe would win it on count back. Took 6 wins this year, retook the championship lead with a first and second in the last 2 races. So he's been showing the race pace. Unlike Entei, despite being out front now, he's 3 wins this year. Hasn't had a win since round 10 in Hungary. Consistent as always. But if ever he needed a win, it's today. DRS enabled for the drivers now. Could help some of them. The Beast gets it on Entei, who couldn't pull out a big enough gap. There's the Ferrari of Grim Reaper going up the inside of Caboody. Oh, and wide. Where have we seen that before on turn 4? Oh, and Caboody's gone round and off. He caught it. I think he caught it. Cup damage on the front left end plate. Oh, and he's gone off again. Did Chronic Saint punt him? Didn't pick up any damage, but he's dropping down through the pack. Now the Haas driver, and he'll have to return to the pits for repairs. So that promotes, in the overall scheme of things, Roscoe goes up another place. And on the live ladder, if the championship was to finish right now, Entei would have it by a single solitary point. Banana Josh fires in the fastest lap down there as Caboody comes into the pits. We'll go back to Entei to see if he can keep the Beast at bay. Grim Reaper's going to have a hell of a time keeping the other championship contender at bay. Cannot do so. Live ladder standings now go to Roscoe. Takes the championship lead back once more. Try not to get too wrapped up in the live ladder, so to speak. We don't have any visuals on that one. Just me rotting on from my mathematically inept brain. But Entei's in the lead at the moment, and Roscoe's in the lead of the championship as it stands. That's all that matters. We've got Prezzo in the pits as well. Way down there in 18th spot. Caboody gets out well in front of him. So DRS comes into play once more down the start-finish straight as we see Grim Reaper pick it up. He won't be close enough to Roscoe, who, as we speak of the Devils, puts in the fastest lap of the race on lap 4. Entei from the Beast, Roscoe, Grim Reaper, Banana Josh, and in the background there, Chronic Saint ahead of the Alpine of Sir LJ. Artie Cheng's under pressure from Rodham, who's not close enough into 4. Can't pull that one off. Behind, though, there's a little battle going on between the Aston Martin and Edmund Red Devil. Side-by-side action. Kickbutt Kiwi's having a peek, waiting for the drama to unfold ahead of him so he can swoop on a position of his own. Backing up. Backing right up behind Sugar Freaks from 10th down to 14th. Little train back there starting to form. Got a yellow flag in Sector 1. I think Prezzo might have come undone. A bit of circle work for the crowd between in the middle of the centre S. Picks it up and gets going once more. Entei. The Beast got even closer there. And so has VSR Roscoe. How's this going to... Look at that. Did he move to defend automatically? Or was that just his preferred line through 3? Banana Josh having a crack at the Grim Reaper. Gets it. Moves up to 4th. Back up front. There's the Battlefield lead. Grim Reaper's not done with Banana Josh yet. He's going to try to go around the outside of Ferradura. Red Bull driver holds it, keeps his nerve, stays calm, holds the spot. Oh, and there's a Williams back there. Was that... who was it? Sir LJ? Who did I miss there? It was Prezzo DNFing, sorry. Will this be a safety car? Probably wouldn't want one at the moment if you're Roscoe. He's tacked onto the back of that lead battle pretty nicely. Doesn't look like it is going to be a safety car at the moment. The Beast honing in on Entei into turn 1. Will he think about a move? He does not. Grim Reaper might have something to say about 4th. And does. Pinches it back. Off Banana Josh, F1. Now in 5th. Roscoe's close. He's very close. Ooh. Not exactly throwing caution to the wind. They're playing it a little bit safe up front. The Beast won't care. He's not in the championship battle. He can smell a win. Long way to go though. 29 laps remain of this 36 lap Brazilian Grand Prix. This part of the lap's going on. We might check back down at that train that's garnering attention from all sorts. 6-car train there with D-Bros playing caboose in the Alfa Romeo. So we see him stream down through Megulo, up through Juncao, onto the start finish stretch once more. Up front, this is close again. Oh, the Beast gets a 3-second time penalty for abusing track limits. And well, oh, sorry, is it going to be a promotion? Sticks it up the inside of Entei into turn 4. He needs to take a lead and pull out a gap if he's going to subdue that 3-second time penalty he's got, but cannot do it. Entei fights back. Holds first place. Oh, runs wide too. Opens it up for the Beast, but going to be hard to get through there. Taking all the right lines to keep the AlphaTauri behind. But now a 3-way battle for the leads turned into a 5-way battle. Grim Reaper and Banana Josh tack on to the back. Good check. Tyre situation, there we go. So maybe those soft tyres starting to come to an end. Roscoe's under pressure now from the Grim Reaper, who closes right in. Will he go for the move up the inside? Again, Just exercising a bit of caution, I think, there. Don't want to be the guy that took out the championship leader in the finale. Down to turn 4 they go. De Beast thinking about it again. This is such close racing at the front. Debros down there in 14th. Gets the next of the 3-second time penalties. They can see gaps. They can smell openings. Just not ready to take it. Gavin Arnold in the comments asking, does Ente have damage? Not that I can see. If you've picked something up though, definitely let us know. Mr. Beast in second. Now let's watch Grim Reaper. What kind of a run does he get out of the final corner here? It's going to be a good one, but the car in front will have access to DRS advantage himself, and just seems to have some superior straight line speed as well. Will he try a move? Again, they all hold formation. So that 5-car battle for the lead. Now pretty much 6 cars. Chronic Saints joined the party. We're about 26 laps away from crowning a victor. Roscoe trying a move on De Beast this time. Can he get through? Oh, yes he can. Oh, no he can't, sorry. Okay. Got those cars mixed up in the shadows up there of turn 1. Good call, Mike. Grim Reaper. Now he's going to think about it. I don't think he's keen to risk anything. And the Mercedes gets a little wobbly coming out of 4. Does that open the door this time? On the outside of Ferradura, but it's not the place. Oh, going to switch back to the inside. Looked like Hamilton and Albon-esque for a moment there. Probably wisely pulls out of it. Mercedes looks like it's struggling for grip at the moment, especially out of the corners. Rears might be shot. When do these guys think about a pit stop? Not this lap. Roscoe's going to try again into turn 1 for De Beast. Just no pace through the lap and then just tries to smoke. Oh, and he spun it! Roscoe goes round. Huge moment. Huge ramifications for the championship as he plunges down the order. 6th place. Will he drop any further? Sir LJ's about to close in between turns 3 and 4. Unbelievable. Well. I think he got away without any damage. It was just a small touch. Sent the Mercedes spinning like a top. And as the standings go right now, Ente has the lead. Can you believe that one? Better turn the aircon on because things just hotted up, including my head. Roscoe. It was almost curtains. He lives to fight another day. As I was saying, it was amazing how much he was struggling through the corners in the middle parts of the lap, from turns 4 down to pretty much Jung Kao, and then just the straight line speed on that Mercedes. Grim Reaper, hello. Doesn't get through. Oh, and goes wide and gets himself a 3-second time penalty as well. So as it stands, if Entei were to win, and it's far from over yet, he's got guys breathing down his neck. If Entei were to win, he needs Roscoe 4th or lower, unless Roscoe finishes 4th with the fastest lap, then they'd be tied on points. Roscoe would win it on count that. Again, I hope my maths are correct. It's a 12-point lead. I'll run this by you guys. You can pick me up on it. Oh, here we go. Oh, a collision into the pits. The beast. Right into the back of Entei, hurrying the Alpine along. These two championship front runners starting to become trouble magnets. And get out in front of those two, so it's time for the Grim Reaper to push like hell. He's got Chronic Saint pushing him along as well. Does the Grim Reaper have the speed in him? It doesn't look like it. He might be about to be undercut. In fact, he might be about to be overtaken by Chronic Saint at this rate. No grip in those rear tyres whatsoever. Chronic Saint's car looking to be holding traction far better than the Ferrari. Look at him right up under his gearbox. They're almost touched. They'll come into the pits now as well. Oh, it's a carbon copy of the earlier pit stoppers. Straight up the bum. Contacting the pits. Who would have thought? Now, where's the likes of Entei? Here he comes down the start-finish straight, trying to hold off Black Moon at the same time. Does so and gets out well and truly ahead of Grim Reaper and Chronic. So I think the extra lap might have hurt him a bit of action further behind Entei there as the Beast goes through turn 4 ahead of Black Moon, and Banana Josh says I'll have me some of that as well, and joins the Beast in 8th spot. A bit of chopping and changing. Sir LJ B now has the lead in the other Alpine. He's 3rd in the championship. No threat to the other two. He's 60 points adrift. Hasn't won a race yet this year. Still plenty of time for today to go his way. But just the fact that he's 3rd in the championship and hasn't won a race just shows you the consistency. Artie Chengs is about to take a piece of him around the outside of turn 1. A little bit of rubbing of wheels. Swapping Pirelli rubber through the centre S. Holds the spot though. Artie Chengs will have to try again into turn 4. Roscoe down there, firing away now on his new mediums. He's come into pit and immediately sets the fastest lap. Not even half distance yet. Drama in the last few laps. What are we going to see in the back half of this race? Who knows? Oh, it's hotting up all right. Spectators will be on the edge of their seats. Thanks for joining us wherever you're tuning in from for this final edition of the Pacific Series Tier 2 Championship. Brazil always knows how to serve it up. Give us those good races. The action-packed, drama-filled extravaganzas. As we watch the Beast. Look at them close in on Entei up ahead. They're going to smoke right past the Alpine, are they? Oh, he's touched him. He just turned in on him a little bit. Rear wheel contacted the front of the AlphaTauri. Was probably just being a little bit overcautious on the brakes to Beast. This might cost him a spot now to Banana Josh into turn 4. The Helicam gives us the best possible view of that overtake. Gets it done without having to run wide. Banana Josh F1 goes into 6th. I think some of these guys are aware of who the 2 championship contenders are and playing it very cautiously around them. So Entei in 5th. Just got a yellow flag in sector 2. I think it's Debros having a bit of trouble. I'm trying to recover. Grim Reaper lines up the Beast. Goes high side around that banked corner. It's going to push him to the outside for the center S. How's he get? Oh, geez, that's tight. Very, very tight. They go through. Oh, and he just, well and truly cuts the corner. Goes to try again. I don't know if he'd be allowed to take that position, the Grim Reaper. I suppose he's slotted back in behind. Doesn't make the move. Might have been a wise choice. Meanwhile, Entei up ahead moves on from those 2 and closes in on 5th place to Banana Josh. VSR Roscoe about 4 seconds back from them, so plenty to play out at the moment. Still waiting for these lead 4 drivers who started on the medium tyres to pit. Another yellow flag in the middle. Is it Debros again doing a bit of lawn mowing in the middle sector? Gets it back on track and takes off once more. So I don't think those medium tyres of his are doing the job. Does he have damage? I think he should box. Grab some new tyres perhaps. Does that. Well, he's got front wing damage anyway. And then just fires it into the pits, decides what's another 5 seconds. Sir LJ still out in front. Entei is coming under pressure from the cars behind once more. Roscoe yet to close in, so this could be interesting. Little 3-way tussle down the start-finish straight. Entei moves to defend. 3 abreast into turn 1. Could get a bit hairy. Who's it going to be? It's the Beast. Takes 5th spot. And Entei gets demoted 2 places just like that. He surely knows he's got to take one of those back. He's got to finish a few places ahead of Roscoe if anything's going to happen for him as far as the championship victory is concerned. He's up alongside the Beast now as they head up to turn 5. Is he going to surely not try and stick it around there? Doesn't have the pace to anyway. So he'll have to sit tight for another lap. That's a lap wasted. A lap that VSR Roscoe moves closer to his rival. DRS open for the Beast. Same goes for Entei, closes in on the AlphaTauri. I don't think they're going to catch Grim Reaper up front. Status quo resumed for another lap. Can the Beast do it this time on Grim Reaper? Tough track to lead on at the moment. He's going to switch to the outside. Takes the Grim Reaper into turn 4. Oh, gets out of shape, did he, on the exit? That's opened up an opportunity for, well, this is a tough spot to do it. Grim Reaper thinks about going up the inside. Didn't want to stick his nose in there and get it chopped off. Continues on. Now, meanwhile, up front, Sir LJ and Artie Cheng still pushing out those medium tyres. They're up to their 20th lap now. Some of these guys are thinking about the same strategy. Their tyres are going to be well and truly worn by the end of the race. Here goes Grim Reaper looking down the outside to Beast. Defends it vigorously. Grim Reaper might have to try once more. Actually got a yellow flag on the start-finish straight, is it? I think D-Bros saying he DNF'd, but Skaboody comes in for some grease and oil change action. Is D-Bros still out on the track? I can't quite... Looks like his marker's still on the map. Skaboody might tell us. There he is. Oh. Has to take avoiding action. And D-Bros has departed the circuit now by the looks of it. Oh, Entei in the battle here with these two once more. He's moved up. The others up ahead have pitted. Entei's grabbed the Beast. Roscoe chiming in from behind. And Entei looks to have broken away. He needs to get ahead of Grim Reaper next. 13 laps remain. Moon yet to pit there too, an 11th on the harder tyre. Keep an eye on him, see how he fares on his strategy. Lap 25 of 36 for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Its main rival only as good as third at the moment, which keeps Roscoe in the lead. If it were to finish this way, Roscoe would win by 7 points. And this lot have all come in for their medium tyres 10 laps ago. They seem to be in a little bit of a holding pattern. Roscoe getting stalked by his teammate. Does Conic Saint want to make a move? He's going to let Roscoe go. Choices to make. Banana Josh out front there on an alternate strategy. Soft tyres start. Not sure what tyres he started on. But yes, as mentioned by Gary, he'll be counting on it. He'll be wanting a safety car if he's going to try and Alright. Apologies for those technical difficulties. Genuine ones this time, I think we're back. Give us a thumbs up if you can hear me, and a smiley face if you can see the pictures. Somebody. Could be here talking to myself. I'm not sure. We've got Entei in the lead in the meantime. Cars swarming all over each other down there. Okay, we got all clear from... Okay, can hear me now. Okay, that's good. Strap yourselves in. Roscoe's about to go on the defence against his teammate. Oh, we nearly lost him there. I hate this view when they're trying to battle. We can't see much. Mercedes side by side. Roscoe doesn't want to get spun again. Entei's in the lead, but he's under pressure from the Grim Reaver around the outside. Did they touch? Did they touch again? Entei! Where's he gone? He's gone round! Oh, they did touch and he spun the Alpine! Controversy in Brazil. And you would think that's going to be Entei's championship done. Oh dearie me. Looked like they contacted twice. It was enough to spin the Alpine. Roscoe sitting pretty in third. Entei will be livid inside the cockpit. Kick butt Kiwi about to close in on him and take him. Oh, as it stood with Entei in first, Roscoe fourth. Entei held the live ladder lead by a single point, and it's all just been unravelled in a single moment. See Kavuti DNF in the background, drives off to the marshal's post. And he's still a chance, Entei. His best possibility at the moment would be to finish 6th or higher, and Roscoe to finish lower than 15th. Actually, even with a DNF, Roscoe would finish 15th, so Entei would want to be 5th or higher, again, if my math is correct. Well, this race certainly took a few twists and turns. Probably not the way we want to see it potentially decided. That can be motor racing. Grim Reaper still holds that lead out front. Roscoe sitting back there in third. He'll know he's sitting pretty. Doesn't need to fight too hard for the lead. Plus those two out in front, actually, they've got time penalties, don't they? Check the penalty situation. Yeah, 6 seconds worth for the Beast and 3 for Grim Reaper out front. So Roscoe sitting fairly pretty at this point. I suppose while we sit here wondering about the ifs and buts of Entei being first and Roscoe fourth before the incident, might have been easy enough for Roscoe, as we see the Beast and Grimmy fighting for the lead through that turn 4 again. Ferrari holding him off. Oh, he's going to try up the inside as he spins himself round. The Beast, he probably could have exercised a bit more patience. The Ferrari was quite rigorous in its defence of Ferradura. And whichever way you look at it, it has ended in tears. Roscoe goes up another place. Seems when anyone spins, the kick-butt Kiwis, they're waiting to pick up the crumbs. Might get a toe on the Beast here. I think the McLaren wheel might grab him. Ducks into the slipstream. He'll get the inside of the corner. The dejected the Beast makes it pretty easy for him. So as it stands, Roscoe sitting in the lead of the race when you take into account Grim Reaper's time penalty. I was saying before that next spin that we talked about. We got another yellow flag. It's Banana Cake leaving a little present for the marshals back there in the form of his front wing. Continues on. We'll bring it back to the pits for repairs. I'll get this sentence out now. I was saying about Entei being in fourth and Roscoe, Entei being in first and Roscoe was fourth, which on the live ladder had Entei in the lead of the championship, but the guys ahead of Roscoe at that time did have those time penalties to serve, so taking that into account, Roscoe probably would have been back in front anyway. Still doesn't make it an any easier pill to swallow for Entei. Down there in sixth, battling with the Beast now. The two that have spun at the hands of Grim Reaper's rear wheels. Battling it out, actually. The Beast, surely he's not going to try again at Ferradura. Does not. Entei tacks onto the back of them, looking for a way through. Sugar Freak's down in 13, adds to his penalty tally, taking it up to 9 seconds worth. The Beast under pressure. Actually, so is Grim Reaper out there in front. Doesn't need to do anything silly, does Roscoe. Will the black hole that is the Grim Reaper's rear tyres claim another victim? It's giving him plenty of room, plenty of leeway being given to the Ferrari out there. 1.5 laps remain. He's sitting pretty. No doubt Roscoe's hands will be getting a little bit sweaty on the steering wheel. Just 1 and a bit laps away from a podium, from points, which is all he needs to claim the championship as they approach the start-finish line to commence the final lap. You might still have to watch out for the Chronic Saint. Might make it easy enough for the Chronic Saint so as to avoid any trouble, and does just that into turn 4. Lets his Mercedes teammate go through. He's looking pretty safe now. Dejected Entei unable to make any moves further on. Roscoe's going to line up the podium finish. What a season it's been for the Mercedes driver. He won in Spain, he won in France, he won in Belgium, Austria and Monza. His most recent win at Azerbaijan, and now with a podium in Brazil, VSR Roscoe will take the championship win, clears out the Tier 2 Pacific Series. Season 5 belongs to Roscoe. And a shout out goes as these cars go ploughing into each other after the start-finish line. Red Bull. Shout out to Entei. Valiant effort. Very consistent throughout the season as the Williams flies into the carnage. Here they come. Join the party. Yeah, valiant effort from Entei. They put on a very entertaining season for us. Chronic Saint grabs driver of the day. Let's just assume he got it with that last overtake there, just to add a bit of drama to it, in what was already a dramatic edition of the championship. There he is, holds the trophy aloft. Race winner, championship winner on the same podium, joined by the Grim Reaper, who lived up to his name today. Just had that touch of death about him, really. I mean, I haven't had to pull out that joke all season. That pun totally intended. He was doing it today, but not with any maliciousness behind it. There's your results on screen. Chronic Saint from Roscoe, championship winner in Season 5. Grim Reaper on the podium. Congratulations to Entei taking the fight to him. And a big thank you to you at home or wherever you've tuned in from for today and the entire season. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring you the last probably 3 quarters of the season. And I've enjoyed just about every moment of it. Not sure if I'll see you in a future season or not. Yet to see what happens, but in case I don't speak to you or call for you again, it's been my absolute pleasure. Live from Brazil, but not really. This is Mike Wilson signing off. Thanks for joining us.